What's up, everybody, or whoever's tuning in? This morning I missed the workout session with the boys because I was working late the night before and was up all night with the baby, and sometimes I just can't be there with some of these younger guys, but it was a good thing because I really needed to warm up this morning or this afternoon when I got to the gym. Don't tell Zimmerman. But I thought I would, take the opportunity to explain a little bit more of what we're doing right now in the phase of our off-season training, because the season did end probably about 4 weeks ago now, 3 or 4 weeks ago. We took 2 weeks off, and then we decided that we were going to just get right into it because, I don't know, it's easier to stay in shape than it is to try to get back into shape. But the focus on this phase of our training in the gym and on the field is basically just getting our bodies balanced again and, trying to take care of any boo-boos or injuries that we had from the season. I know that from throwing that I am a little imbalanced, so some unilateral stuff was good. And then, right here you can see that we're working on just snatch technique. I decided to do a low hang snatch with a big focus on trying to keep my feet flat until I made contact with the bar. So this is just a good time to really get back into the groove of lifting and work on our technique with some lighter weights, at the same time prepping our body for what's going to be a difficult off-season, like every off-season should be, and it's kind of how the football world goes, or just if you're an athlete in general, you build your body up for 6 months of the year just to beat the shit out of it for the next 6 months, and it has to be able to be durable enough, and you have to be in good enough shape to take a beating like that. So when we're lifting right now, a lot of what we're doing is just trying to have good bar speed or be dynamic, however you want to say it. Try to tighten some things back up. I know that I do no bench press or really any chest exercises during the season when I throw. So last week when I was benching, the next day I really, really was sore for probably 3 days. My core, we did some core stuff. I was sore for, I don't know, almost a week, so there's so many things that you have to build back up, a foundation that you need going into a strength program so you don't get some type of an injury in the gym. You want to kind of ease into it. And this is always a fun time for me to kind of transition back into the training side of football. You have your foot on the gas pedal for so many months during the season that it's good to ease off a little bit and then start working in another direction. And this is the unilateral stuff that I was talking about, where I can noticeably tell that my left leg is weaker than my right leg, probably from driving off of my right foot and throwing, as a righty. It's not a bilateral movement. I don't throw with my left arm, so I can feel that there's parts of my body that aren't really balanced. I feel like one side of my body is actually stronger than the other side right now. And so it's good to take these lighter weights and really focus on using both sides of your body equally so that you can try to get back to some type of balance. These hip thrusters, I think we did snatches and we do a lot of Olympic lifting, and these are complicated movements, but I think they're really good. I think anytime you can bring your hips into a movement and as an athlete learn how to bring your hips into something, it's very beneficial. And then my upper body is just so weak right now. But it's okay, because this is what it's all about. A lot of you younger athletes think that you have to just go full speed all the time, and you have to understand that there's a time and a place, and there's different phases in your off-season training. There's going to be a hypertrophy session where or phase where you're doing really high reps with lighter weights, and then there's going to be those really really heavy weeks where you're basically working to a 1 or 2 rep max, you know, and there's there's definitely a science to it, and if you do it correctly, I think it keeps you from burning out. You know, you can't just go hardcore, you know, all throughout the year. So I think it's important to learn the different phases and to really enjoy going through the off season. So that's just where we're at right now. I just wanted to talk about it. I probably don't do it enough, but thanks for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.